Peace and blessings. This is Nyakuiy, and I am back here with another word. I thank you for being here with me, whether you are returning or new. I appreciate you. Today, we are going to get into a reading here. It's a really powerful reading, and it makes sense. We're in some shifting, transformative energies given the planetary astrological transits that are happening, and we are being guided by this light. We have just passed through the winter solstice, and we are still in a moment of transition. Let me get my notes here. And so it's a good time to check in with yourself. How are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you being? What is the season bringing up for you? What is this current moment in time bringing up for you? How are you truly and really? Mercury is still in retrograde. We've got a couple more weeks of this motion before it moves direct again. And we've also got this full moon coming up in Cancer. And so that's going to be thematic too. But this energy that we're in with the solstice energy, it's all about rebirth. It's all about renewal. These days are all about returning to our light, remembering our light, and sharing this light with other people. And it's balanced by the Capricorn energy of boundaries and being able to discern who to share yourself with in proximity and who to share yourself with in distance. I love you, but stay away from me. Or if you're Sudanese, stay away to me. So, boundaries. And the sun is also moving into Capricorn from Sagittarius to Capricorn. So it's like we're taking our learnings, everything that we learned, the lessons that we learned and integrated, we're moving them into this next season where we can use them practically. Okay. So we can take what we've learned and embody it and use it in our day-to-day lives. What does it look like to enact those boundaries? With this full moon coming up, it's really bringing up themes around your home, your physical home, your body, feeling at home within your body, feeling at home within yourself, feeling at home within the world. It brings up mother energy, mother healing, you as a mother and your own experiences as a mother of children, right? It brings up experiences with your relationship to your own mother. And it also brings up the mothering energy within you directed to yourself. Where do you need to mother yourself? What do you need to mother within yourself? It brings up nurturing energy and nourishing energy. Coupling this with the Capricorn energy, it's going to be asking you, what structures do you need to put in place in order to feel at home? What boundaries do you need to put in place to feel at home within yourself? Boundaries are for self-protection. The more you can say no, the more you can feel at home within yourself. And this is not just say no, just to say no, but to say no, a no that feels aligned, a no that feels good. Because you don't want to say yes to things when you're gonna feel guilty about it afterwards, or you're gonna feel some kind of way about it afterwards, or you're gonna feel resentful afterwards. If you're going to feel resentful, if you know you're going to feel resentful by saying yes, then that is a key moment to tune in and tap into yourself and find your rooting to say no. Find your ground, stand your ground, and say no. Because then it will make your yes feel that more sweeter. And so those are some energies that are coming through. I'm going to get into the cards now. And we have Dana, the High Priestess. She is a Celtic goddess, and she is coming through for us to say, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. You are a spiritual teacher. You are a spiritual leader. And this is by virtue of you being who you are first. It's your energy. It's your presence. It's the space that you hold. It's the way that you allow divinity to flow through you that teaches others. It's the way that you embody divinity. It's the way that you embody love. It's the way that you embody pure-heartedness. It's the way that you embody grace. It's the way that you embody boundaries. Because you're teaching others how to treat you. And you're teaching others who you are and what it means to show up in the world empowered. So you do this naturally, whether you know it or not. You don't have to think too hard about it because it's just purely who you are at a deep soul level. You're here to come shake things up. And so your presence is going to trigger a lot of people. Your presence is going to make a lot of people upset. It's going to make a lot of people angry. It's going to make people who are not interested in seeing themselves as light and seeing themselves as empowered. It's going to make those people upset, because the people who are empowered are going to be happy to see you empowered as well. They're going to be joyful. They're going to celebrate you. You see? So that's the energy that you embody. That's the energy that you are in. That's energy you're going to embody moving forward. That's what you're stepping into. That's what's at the top of this reading here. So you may not feel that now as you're receiving this, but you also may feel it at a deep level, and you may feel a fear at the pit of your stomach about this. And the angels say, don't, no. No, beloved, no. They say, we are here with you. We are guiding you. We are loving you. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be afraid. So the next few cards here we have, they're from my Black Moon Lilith deck, Cosmic Alchemy Oracle by Adama Sese. I pray I say her name right. I'm highlighting this deck because it's one of my favorite decks. And so we're going to get into these cards. We have projection. You are spiritual gold. What did I just say? You are a wealth of wisdom. You have the treasures within you. You have the gold. You are the gold. I feel like I shared this in another video. You are the gold unfolding. And in this time, in these transits during this season, what's happening is you are coming to this realization yourself. You are coming to this aha moment that, oh my gosh, I am that. And that is divine. Do you see what I'm doing there? And some of you, Black Moon, Lilith, and Virgo, is asking you to release perfectionism. Stop playing the comparison games. Who are you measuring yourself up to? Why are your expectations so high for yourself? They're so high that you can barely reach them. So this is bringing you back to self-acceptance and embracing yourself where you are in real time. You don't need to be perfect to be aligned. You don't need to be perfect to be on your path. You don't need to be perfect to be in your purpose. You just got to take one step here, and then the next step, and then the next step. Do you see? It's not as overwhelming as you're making it out to be. You're overwhelming yourself, let me say it that way, when it need not be that way. You are the gold. You are already the gold. And part of this journey for you is releasing how hard you are on yourself so that you can actually see. So you can see yourself anew. There's some other energy here that may be the root of what you're experiencing. You may have grown up with a very critical mother, or a mother energy, or a critical father, or a critical sister, or a critical, you just may have grown up with a lot of criticism that made you doubt yourself, that made you feel like, dang, I can't do anything right. And it's important for you to know that none of that was personal to you. All of those criticisms that were projected onto you were from people who were criticizing themselves, who were upset with their own failures, or their own perceived failures. Because the thing about failure is, it's a learning tool. Failure is a learning tool. And when you are able to see it in that way, you can forgive yourself. You can remember that it was just a tool to guide you back to course, to bring you back to course. It's like you took a little detour, come back to center. And boundaries is coming up again. And what I want to share about that, what's coming through about that is, it's not going to be every time that you're going to be able to maintain your boundaries. And so even as you're on this journey of honoring your sacred no, it's okay that sometimes you falter. That doesn't mean anything about you. You're still gold. Okay? And going back to projections, it feels that in the space that you are in, you've got to be aware of the things that people project onto you, the things that people say to you. They're not always about you. 99.9% of the time, they're not about you at all. They're about them and how they feel about themselves. And they are deflecting and projecting that onto you so they don't have to deal with that within themselves. It's easier to point fingers at somebody else than it is to take accountability, you see. But this path that we're on is all about empowerment, and with empowerment comes taking accountability. It comes with taking responsibility. It comes with you taking ownership of your shit, of what is yours. The journey is not about perfection. The journey is about progress, practice. So take those with you. Release the perfectionism, because you are already perfect as you are. How you show up. You are a work in progress, and you are a work of art at the same damn time. Okay? The Black Madonna is here. sacred, dark goddess, mother. Again, mother energy is showing up. The shadow mother is showing up here. And what I mean by that is the ways that the mother can show up unevolved. I'm hearing narcissistic. I'm hearing energy vampire. I'm hearing smothering energy instead of mothering energy, where the grip, the control is so tight. Unhealthy relationships with mother and with mother energy because of the child on her lap here, you see. There's an energy coming of, you may have experienced a relationship where with your mother figure where she felt like she owned you because you came through her. But did you catch that? You came through her. You are not hers. You are not your father's. You are not property. And you are not owned by them. They did an honorable thing by being the vessels that brought you into this dimension. But you are a child of God. You are a child of the Most High, and that is who you take commands from. That is who you obey. That is who you are obedient to first. Second is yourself. And really that's aligned because 1 + 1 = 1. If you caught that math, blessings. And so what I want to say here in regards to the mother energy is to release your mother. Release your mother, release her, because she is human and she has a shadow and she also has wounds. She has shit that she's gone through. She has shit she doesn't know that she's traumatized by, or she does know at a deep level and is not ready to face it. She has a lot of stuff. She's got baggage. She had baggage before she had you. She continues to have baggage. Now, this is not to say be in an environment where you are feeling endangered, okay? Self-preservation is very important. Even energetic invasion is something that you are being invited to guard yourself from and to ask for divine protection. Cover yourself in protection. Cover yourself in energetic and spiritual protection. Ask the angels, ask the divine every single day, every single moment that you remember. Remember that you are protected. The Black Madonna here also is bringing up a message too, that she is not to be forgotten, because the church, the indoctrination pushers, the colonizers, the white, patriarchal, corrupt beings and corporations would love to erase the melanin enriched mother from existence. But the Black Madonna is here and she's saying, I'm not going to be forgotten. So this is for my black, melanated, enriched loves, my sisters. The church tried to wipe you out. Tried. But you will not be wiped out. You cannot be wiped out, mother. Mother. You are mother. And this is a word to you, sister, that you were placed here by the Most High. You cannot be wiped out. You cannot be taken out. And so that ties to worthiness, because you see, in this society, in this matrix, the things that you see externally can have influence on you subconsciously in ways that you don't even perceive. So for those of you growing up in the church and all you're seeing is white leaders, white church leaders that are male, you see who they say is Jesus, who they don't know his name. They don't speak his name as Yeshua, the Christ one. You see this white image, and your subconscious says, I am not that, so I cannot be that. I am not divine, so I cannot be divine. And an unworthiness takes root deep in your core. And that needs to be released. And it is being released. I'm hearing and receiving this now. It is being released because that lie cannot sustain itself. It's not true. And so it has to go. And so this is a work that you are doing. It ties back to this high priestess here. And then even though Dana is a Celtic goddess, she is reminding you too, you are of this earth. You are indigenous. You are also an embodiment of the goddess. Okay? My brothers, you are the embodiment of God. Okay? We are divinity defined. I need you to sit with that. You are divinity defined. So as we move along to our tarot cards here, we have community, we have innocence, youthfulness, we have money, we have abundance, we have worthiness, we have security, confidence, we have this energy of resilience, we have an energy of empowered existence. Okay? Our cards here are sharing a story. They're telling a story, a beautiful one, that aligns with what we've been speaking on already. These tarot cards. And this is my Afro Goddess Connection deck. I can't remember the beautiful goddess's name right now, but I will link it below. And also, please let me know in the comments if you like to see the cards that I'm pulling, if you would like to see me on camera, if you would like to know the decks, let me know. And so coming back here, community, sisterhood, brotherhood, soul family. Being your authentic self is going to attract that to you. It's going to attract the right community to you. But you have to be authentic to yourself. If you yourself are not authentic, you're going to attract people who are not authentic. And it's not going to be soul family. It's going to be karma and karmic contracts. And that's not to say there's not a place for that, because this is all for our learning. Sagittarius energy is about learning. And let me take one moment here to share that all of the signs of the zodiac are embodied within us to different measure, to different levels. Sagittarius energy is the teacher. It's not to say that other signs don't teach, but other signs have domains, do you see? So Sagittarius is that of the teacher. It's that about learning. It's about wisdom, the wisdom of your lessons. And so when it comes to being yourself and being authentic, the lesson is the more that authentic that you are, the more that you're going to attract people who are authentic too, and experiences that are authentic, experiences that are aligned, because that's the energy that you are embodying. When you are not embodying that, you cannot attract that. You're going to attract opposites. And so if you find yourself in community, but it doesn't feel right, it's important to take a look within and to see, what are you projecting outwards to these people that isn't really there, that is more of potential than actual? Where are you living in la la land? And where can you come back to reality, to a grounded reality? Are you really truly seeing people as they are? Or are you seeing people as you wish for them to be? Because that makes a difference. Because reflections, honey, projections, you may be projecting something onto them that is not there. And hence, you need to bring that back. Wipe the mirror and see better. There's a lot of support here that's wanting to come through you. Your soul family is wanting to come through to support you. Your clients, your people who are going to support the things that you are taking on, the endeavors that you're taking. There are people who want to come support you because they see the goal, they see you, they feel you, they're like in the ethers. They're like, when are you going to do XYZ? Now wait a minute, this is not to rush you, so let's bring it back. But this is to let you know this is the energy that is available and present for you when you do take action to be aligned with your innermost truth. Speak your truth. Start there. Start by telling the people around you, any encounter, every moment, tell your truth. What is true for you in that moment? You don't have to think about long term. You don't have to think about, you overwhelm yourself when you're not present. So let's come back to the present moment. Mercury in retrograde is slowing us down, and it's so good because we do need to be present in order to catch these projections, in order to catch the ways that we're living in existing and the patterns that we're practicing, the habits that we have, the little things, we catch them in the present moment, okay? Innocence, purity. It's time to return to that state for you. Inner child healing, I'm pretty sure we talked about it last week or in the last video that I uploaded. It came up and it's coming up again, this inner child, this nurturing, this relationship between you and little you within. How is it? Memories of your past lives. This is coming up strong for somebody. Somebody is having some past life returns. And what I mean by that is like patterns from past lives are here in this life that you have not broken yet. But they're in this life for you to break. They're coming up for you to break, because what is insanity but doing the same thing over and over and over again, but expecting different results? The energy is, and the angels and guides are like, you've already been through this before. Why do you want to go through this again? This is not an efficient way to exist. You've already encountered this experience before. You've already gone through this dynamic before. You know, spiritual teacher here, I'm referring to Dana at the top of our spread here. So why are you holding on? Because that's what's keeping you from being in alignment. Do you see? But that's not to say that this is not happening for a reason. It is happening for a reason. Because you need to get into it. You need to unpack and uncover. What is it that you need to break? What pattern is it that you need to break? So that you can attract different. And this is coming through for relationships. This is coming through strongly for relationships. And perhaps the relationship with your mother figure. Yeah. That's coming through strongly for that. There's something there. There's a dynamic there between you and your mother figure that goes beyond this life. It's deep, and it needs to be cleared. And this pattern of relating needs to be disrupted, and you are the disruptor. You are the disruptor. I feel like I've shared this in previous videos on this channel and in the channel that I used to be on, the Soulful Oracle. It's linked below in my channel section, and I know that's coming up for a reason. I'm leaving the videos up, so if you, even though I'm not posting on that channel anymore, but if it compels you to go visit and check out some of those videos, I highly recommend. You might find something there that might activate and spark you in the right direction. But coming back to this, there was something I shared that was around you children being and embodying this old soul energy comparatively when it comes to their relationship to their parents. So it's the roles are reversed. Short way to say what I was trying to say. The roles are reversed, and it's like you are the parent and they are the child. And this is energetically, this is spiritually, this is a measure of how much your level of advancement, because there are levels. It's not a hierarchy, but there are levels. In the same way that we have kindergartners who cannot be in same field as, say, 8th graders, just a basic comparison. Like, they're just different levels. We don't say 8th graders or kindergartners are better or 8th graders are better. We just know that there's a difference. There's a level. You got to go through the levels, and you're at a higher level. You're at a more elevated level. And so this is really confusing, especially as a child, because you're like, bruh, I'm the baby. I'm the child. You're the parent. What's going on? How come I see things, feel things, experience things, understand things at a deeper level, at a higher level? You're the teacher, remember? And so when you come to that understanding, you're going to stop requiring or expecting so much from this mother figure and father figure too. But because the mother energy is strong here in this spread, and so that's why we're focusing on the mother. And so once you realize what is happening, you can move through it and see your worth. Goddess of Pentacles. See your worth. Ace of Pentacles. You are worthy. Your worthiness is inherent. That coin is coming in. The coins are coming. The money is coming. The abundance is here. The energy is here for that. Whatever engagements that you are participating in now, that you are engaging in now, are going to be fruitful. Have trust. Trust the process. I know you tired. I know you tired, Nine of Wands. I know you're tired. You've been at this You've been at this for so long. You've been doing this work. You've been working with your shadow. You've been connecting with yourself. You've been on this journey for a time. And it's all been good. It's all been fruitful. And it will continue to be. You will make it through the other side. You are going to. It's kind of like you've crossed a threshold where you really can't go back to where you used to be. You cannot go back to the past. You cannot revert. The direction is only forward. You've come so far. And you're not even looking back, to be honest. Deep, deep, deep down, you're not looking back. You're making your way. Because you know you're making your way to the gold, which is you. And it will manifest in the material. It will. It is law. What happens in the spiritual must trickle down to the material. Let me say that differently. What happens in the energetic is going to trickle down into the material. I switched out the word spiritual because it's all spiritual. We are having a spiritual experience here in this human form. So in your human form, this is another message coming through around perfection. Don't beat your human self up. There's no need to beat your human self up. Your human self is a tool for your elevation, for your advancement as a soul. So you got to just make right with yourself. You've got to be in good terms with yourself. That's what this is about. Got to make friends with you. When you're not happy and at home with yourself, honey, ain't nothing in this material world that can fix that. Ain't nothing in this material world that can change that, but you and your self-perceptions and your relationship with all aspects of you, the aspects that you really just can't with, and the aspects that you absolutely can with. You have to embrace them all the same. This is self-acceptance. Okay? Your journey is lit, beloved. Very lit. You are so protected. You are guided. You are on a magnificent wave. You're on a high frequency. That's for sure. And so know that, well, this is coming up now, but with great power comes great responsibility. But don't let this power overwhelm you. Take it moment by moment, day by day, experience by experience, and watch yourself grow. I get the sense that you're going to come out of this season and you're going to be like, whoa, who am I? Who is that person in the mirror? And I feel that you'll be having these aha moments throughout the next few weeks. Just catching yourself like, oh, that's me. That's me. This is me. This is who I am truly. And you'll be and feel empowered. Again, we're bringing all of the wisdom and we're bringing it to practicality. So you're going to see that. You may even make some moves within Capricorn season. And that's from tomorrow up until the end of January, around the 21st, 22nd, around there, 23rd. And so within this time, you're going to see yourself taking action, making practical steps to secure yourself, to secure this home space, to secure this home feeling within you, to secure yourself in your endeavors, to just have security overall, to have confidence overall, even more confidence than you do have. The light is shining for you, beloved, and it is your own light. because remember, you are gold. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm sending you so much love, a huge heart hug, a warm embrace. I know I'll be back here, so I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.